Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is the first generation Omega Speedmaster 57 in stainless steel. Part of the first generation launched at Basel 2013. This watch is 41.5 millimeters in diameter. It's 16.6 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 50 millimeters end length to end length. The total distance across the wrist, 53.9 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. Of course, the design echoes the original CK2915 Speedmaster from 1957, but this is a modern watch, and we'll talk about those modern features in a moment. The most modern feature is the size. It's a large timepiece. Though rated at 41.5, my impression's always been that, especially on a bracelet, these wear more like a 43, so just keep that in mind. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference. You can see how thick it is. You can see how it wears down the barrel, as I like to say, the edges of my wrist versus the edge of the lugs, and then you can see from over the top. I would say this watch wears well on a wrist of my size or larger, so 16 centimeters circumference and up. Bracelet has a little bit of a vintage-inspired flat link design. You can see we've got a conforming end link, polished centers, polished outer faces, satin shoulders, removable links fixed by screws, and then you can see there's an intermediate-sized link as part of the bracelet on each side in case you find yourself in between sizes when sizing it down with the standard links. Double fold clasp, it's sequential, that side before this side, and then twin trigger release. You have to press both of them for this to open. It pops open just like that. Turning around, you can see removable links are fixed by screws, so you can size them with a jeweler's screwdriver. 1957 inspired case, so squared off lugs. We don't have lyre style lugs here. We also don't have shear guard profiles for the pushers and the crown. Though the watch is 100 meters water resistant. You can see from the case back, the water resistance of this watch is suitable for swimming despite having a push down rather than a screw down crown. Rolling back, you can see that we have a combination of polish and satin here, and then a bezel that's polished underneath and then brushed on the top. We have a dramatically boxed and cambered sapphire to look like a vintage plexi. The tachymetric scale can be used with the chronograph for gauging the speed of, for example, a car over a kilometer. That's the classic example. We have two setting modes, one of which is the stop seconds or hacking function, where you stop the seconds hand and everything can be synchronized to a reference time. The other is this time zone function, where you can move the hour hand while all the other time keeps progressing normally and the chronograph continues to run. You can drive the date forward or backwards depending on which way you're traveling across the international date line. We have a twin register dial that looks vintage, but if you look careful, we actually have a set of superimposed hour and minute hands over here. So it's a twin register dial, but it's a triple register chronograph. We have a blue metallic sunburst dial with countersunk sub-registers, alpha-style hands, another callback to 1957, and applique indices, no shortage of luminescence. This watch glows quite well in the dark. And then the timepiece features a vertical clutch chronograph engagement system, so the chronograph seconds hand always starts without any jump, stagger, or extraneous movement, and it can be left running full-time if you just prefer to have the chronograph running on a full-time basis. The chronograph mechanism also uses a column wheel, which you can see under its skeletonized bridge right there. And it's a fairly crisp action. Feels sharp, sounds good. Rotor, bidirectional automatic winding, twin barrels, 60-hour power reserve, 54 joules, 5-position adjustment, COSC certified Swiss chronometer. The movement features a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance for shock resistance, and with the free-sprung balance, also very precise adjustment of the timing. We have an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, and then a tri-level coaxial escapement as envisioned by George Daniels and perfected by Omega in the modern era. The coax uses tangential friction rather than the sliding friction of a traditional Swiss lever to improve power reserve, reduce maintenance requirements, and also improve the chronometry of the watch, and it does all of those things well. The watch has a 4 hertz beat rate, so 8 beats per second. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.